Managing sexual and reproductive health and rights, SRHR, is a smart thing to do and is an investment with huge returns for everyone.
But what is still not clear to me, what are SRHR actually?
Sexual health means sexual development free from illness and violence. Sexual rights are the rights of all people to decide freely about their sexuality. Reproductive health means physical, mental, and social well-being in all matters related to pregnancies. Reproductive rights are the rights of people to decide freely about the number and spacing of their children.
But is there an international legally binding treaty or convention that defines the term SRHR?
Yes. A definition of sexual and reproductive health and rights exists. It was adopted by 179 governments, including all EU member states, at the 1994 International Conference on Population and Development in Cairo.
Sounds good. But I heard recently that being in favour of SRHR means negating the right and dignity of human life and being pro-abortion.
SRHR empower people and allow them to make their own decisions relating to sexuality and reproduction. This promotes and saves lives because it helps to ensure that every pregnancy is wanted and reduces the need for abortion. It is clear that abortion should in no way be seen as a method of family planning. At the same time, access to safe abortion in countries where it is allowed is necessary in order to save women's lives. Or would you want your wife, sister, or daughter to die at the hands of an untrained backstreet abortionist using unhygienic instruments?
Is it true that better SRHR would make masturbation in the classroom legal?
Do you really think anyone would suggest that? But, of course, young people need age-appropriate sex education at school about what forms of sexuality exist, without prejudice, and with qualitative information about which methods of protection against HIV exist, as well as other sexually transmitted diseases, and also against unwanted pregnancies. The result, teenage and unwanted pregnancies are reduced, as is the need for abortion and the risk of STDs.
I heard that SRHR negatively affects fundamental human rights.
On the contrary, sexual and reproductive rights are human rights. This includes the right to make decisions concerning sex and reproduction free of discrimination, coercion, and violence, as expressed in human rights documents.
SRHR is really a smart thing to do. So let's support human rights together. Let's support SRHR.
Well, talking about FPA India was established in 1949. The main objective of FPA India is in the family planning all over the country, as family planning was taboo at that time in our country. So it was Lady Dhanvantari Rama Rao and Miss Avabai Badia who take this initiative. Well, talking about FPI hits 5 pillars. Well, all the 5 pillars start from 5 A's. The first A is HIV/AIDS, which is also known as AIDS. The second one is advocacy, which we strongly advocate for the sexual and reproductive health and the rights of the people of this nation. The third A is adolescence, where we are actively working with young people from different settings, from the school setting or from the out of school settings. Well, we try our level best to share the information about sexual and reproductive health among these young people, as they are the most vulnerable age group. Well, talking about the fourth A, fourth A stands for abortion. We provide abortion services for the first trimester as well as second trimester. Well, right now, first trimester is available in selected clinics, which are, Well, talking about the 4A, the 4A stands for abortion services. Well, we provide abortion services through all our clinics. Well, we provide first trimester in all over the clinics which we have around the nation. Well, talking about the second trimester abortion. Well, as I earlier discussed about the youth forum, each and every branches have the respective youth forum. And this youth forum includes several activities Well, talking about the Mumbai branch recently conducted a street play at Gateway of India and at CST station, which was for the advocating of comprehensive sexuality education. A young person or a young individual must have its rights about its own private parts, about what he wants, about when or when to marry. So we are strongly advocating for that. And it's not that we are only engaged in some roadshows, but we are also online engaged actively through various blogs, through various videos. You can also check it on YouTube or Blogger also, where we are continuously writing a proposal to the ministry for implementing CSE, that's sex education into school, and we got some success in it. Yes, we can say some success, not much, as one parliamentary meeting is planned on it, which is on 11th of May. So I will be representing on that. So I hope Parliament members will agree to my thing that sex education must be implemented in schools. So that's what India is doing for young people. And it's not that we are only into sex education, but we are also providing about SRH services. Well, talking about family planning, we believe that each and every individual has its right to protect his sexual and reproductive health. He has the rights to decide whether whom to marry, whom not to marry, when to marry, how many children he or she wants to have. Well, I request you all to speak about it. Sexual and reproductive health, it's nothing like we are talking about some different organ or some different part which we don't have. But it's like we are talking about our whole body. While we discuss about our hand, about our leg, about our thighs, about our muscles, but why not about sexual and reproductive health? So I request you all to at least speak about it within your friends, within your family. And yes, I would like to pass on message on it, which is very much famous message. Chuppi todo and iske upar kuch to bolo. So let's speak up on family planning and sexual and reproductive health. Thank you.